Hey, this is the one and only storyteller out here at the tent today. I did just finish spraying the truck. I hope you all like it. I do. There is a hinky or two here and there that, I don't know. I mean, I blocked it 3 times, but maybe there should have been a 4th. I mean, who knows? I'll show you what happened here. As you can tell, now you have to understand, folks, we're in a tent. You know, we're in a tent. This is a tent paint job. A gypsy paint job. How's that sound? We might even call her Gypsy. She's dark. She's deep. She's mysterious. Where did she come from? Where did she originate? Yeah, we could call her Gypsy. That's not a problem. As you can tell down through there, it's about as slick as you can get. I don't know. Yeah, it's amazing. I started doing body work when I was 14. I didn't start painting until I was probably 20, 21 probably. I really got up the nerve to start painting. So from there, me and my dad, we rebuilt totals, we rebuilt abandoned cars, you know, 4, 5, 6-year-old cars, because back then, the car got 5, 6 years old, it was wore out. It was time for a new one. They didn't make them last. They didn't want them to last, so 4 or 5-year-old car, still in good shape, engine blow, transmission wreck, minor wreck, something of that nature. You could buy a car back then pretty cheap, pretty quick. Didn't cost you an arm and a leg, so. And you surely didn't have to carry a 10-year note, back then to, to own a vehicle, so, or a new vehicle. So we started doing that. We did that for about 5 years. I helped my dad with the mechanical. I would do the body work and the paint. We borrowed them on 90 days. We had a 90-day turnaround plan with the bank. And what that meant is we take 30 days to fix them. We took 30 days to drive them if we wanted to drive it. A lot of times we didn't. Old Cougars and some old LTDs and things of that nature. Wasn't really a cup of tea, so we immediately sold them. After we did drive them for 1,000 miles or so to make sure everything was good. But we drive them for 30 days, and then we have 30 days to sell them. So, the bank got so tired of us calling that they just said, "See what we do, Mr. Kimbrough," said, "we'll just do this with you. From Monday to Monday, buy whatever you want, do whatever you want, and we'll come in on each Monday, and we'll sit down and draw the paperwork up on the money that you borrow." We wouldn't use our own money. We just never did. Most people would build a little nest egg and start using their own money. We didn't. It's just something my dad didn't want to do. So I understand his reasoning, but it's one of those things. We did what Dad wanted to do. So, but cut the story short, that's where I started learning to paint. And then later on, I started learning doing the airbrush, which I will be doing some airbrush work to this truck, mainly the tailgate and a mural on the hood. Probably just the tailgate at this point in time. Later I can scuff the hood up, paint the mural on it, and re-clear it. So, but mainly it's going to be on the tailgate. So it's a skull, gambler, gunslinger skull holding 5 aces in one hand. The 5th ace is a death ace. Smoking gun in the other. And pretty in-depth, but it'll take me probably a week. About a week to do it, but you'll see it when it gets there. So get back to the truck. I'm rambling again. I'm sorry. Sorry for the rambling. But as you can tell, There's one little bitty something right there. I don't know what that is. It's hard to tell. It's just a little bump. I don't know what kind of little bump it could have been, but it's some kind of little bump. You sit down here with me. Right there is where all that dent was, right in here. And as you can see, there's no dent there anymore. So the old man is still pretty decent body man. It got a little orange peely in here. The reason why is I ran out. Started at the top and ran out. By the time I come back, it flashed some, so it didn't lay with the older sprayed paint. So it's going to have to be cut and buffed anyway. Hey, how's everybody doing? Hey, I'm like everybody else. There is imperfection. There's a little piece of trash right there. There's probably 15 pieces of trash maximum. When we get out in the sun, you'll be able to see, you know, what I'm talking about. But as you can tell, it is slicker than glass and smoother than what? What were we going to do? Oh, we were going to leave a comment on that particular subject. Smoother than what? You know, that's the question to you all. What is it smoother than? And there's one little hickey right here. It's not really a dent. It's kind of like a little wave maybe. But that's it. That's the only hiccup in the whole truck is a little bit. You can't. I mean, if you get it just right, you can see it. But you have to understand, folks. There's a big dent right here, huge dent. And then this right in here, this part right in here was completely caved in. And along with the edge, I got a door. The door came in even to the point I didn't even want to mess with it. So they sent another door. This back during COVID started. So they sent another door, and it wasn't quite as beat up as the other door. So I went ahead and used it. It's the reason why, if you're going to ask. There's also a dent right in here. I have pictures, and I'll attach pictures to. I'll take a caption of the spot, and then I'll show the picture of what's underneath it. It's only fair game. There's a dent right here. Thanks, UPS man. And there's a dent right in here. Thanks again, UPS man. I know they try the best they can. I know they push them really hard, and I know that they don't have time to even turn around and spit. So I'm not blaming them. It's just, you know, it is what it is in this world, and it's turned into a lot of things I wish you wouldn't have, but you know, it is what it is. So again, had a little bit of damage right here, another hinky right here where they had dropped it down on the edge here and kinked it back in here, so I had to fix that. And of course, y'all know of the one back here. There again, I'll show you the pictures of all of it. Right in here on this side, this whole handle part was caved in. Had to fix it. I'll show you that. If I'm not mistaken, there was a dent somewhere right around in here. So there's a lot of body work. A lot of body work in this old gypsy, I think is what we'll call her. What do y'all think we ought to call her? I think gypsy would be all right. She's been around. She's been from the factory to the farm, from the farm to the junk part of the farm, where old equipment and vehicles you don't need anymore will get parked. And we pulled her out of there. She went back on the road, and now she's getting a whole complete makeover. So where's she been? What has she done? I don't know. If y'all come up with a better name, we'll use it. I'll paint it, airbrush it on the back of the vehicle, or I will have it hand painted, which I do plan on having hand pinstriping done around around the door handle, a little bit around here, and then a little bit right up in here. So I plan on having it hand pinstripe when it's done. I'll just kind of offset it with some colors. I'll use light gray, green, I like colored blue, metallic, and pink. Pink was my dad's favorite color. Blue is my son's favorite color. And green is my wife's favorite, and my mother's favorite color. So metallic silver is just something thrown in there for accent to break it up. So, but I'm gonna get off here, and I ain't eat any breakfast this morning. I wanted to come out here and get this done while the wind was low, and while everybody's at work. A lot of time people in the neighborhood take off by lunch. So I just wanted to make sure I had everything done before they all got up, or before they all came home. So, but it looks good. I'm pleased with it. I don't think you can get any better than that. If you can, please let me know, and I'll invite you on down, and we'll let you take a shot at it. But if you can't, then I expect you to. As you can tell, we are taping it up, getting ready to go for round number 3, final round. As you can tell, it's fixing to rain like all get out. So I'm gonna have to pack up here pretty quickly, but we're getting her all taped up. As you can tell, I like just the cab, and I am going to go ahead and shoot across here again, down through here, down through there. I'm going to reshoot that, and I left a big enough gap here that I can shoot down in there, right down in here. So yeah, we're fixing to have this puppy wound tight and wound up, and I can't wait. I just cannot wait. Gotta go to Mr. Joe's house tomorrow. As you can tell, it's fixing to get rough, boys, girls. It's fixing to get rough. I don't like gray skies, dark black, charcoal, but that light looking gray usually has some hail with it and some other stuff that is not real good. But we'll find out shortly. It seems like it's coming. So that's the idea for today. Finish taping up the truck if I don't get rained out. And yeah, I'm gonna put drop cloth over this here, down over this, and in the back, over the back side. And what I'm going to do, I decided what I'm going to do is I'm going to spray underneath here, spray around, spray down here, spray in the corners there, spray around the windows, and then I'm going to start painting. That way I can make sure it has enough paint on it, or enough color. So I have, what, 4 or 5 different airbrushes. So when I get done, I'll just get some probably acrylic enamel, something of that nature. I'll use a little 1500, 2000, kind of sand it a little bit, and come back and touch up all the spots inside the doors, chip marks inside the doors, things of that nature. And by the time I let it dry for a week or so, I can wet sand it a little bit. You know, kind of hit it with some, I can kind of hit it with some 2000, 1500, 2000 and buff it, and you won't be able to tell anything about it. So that's where we're at today. I'm gonna get off here, and I need to go shut the shed and all up. I have the 2 door panels for the Mustang. I have them laid out. I need to go and get them and put them up. Make sure that they don't get hit by anything. But as you can tell, that looks pretty nasty. Here's the two door panels right here. Door skins. Two door skins right here. And I did paint the dash, the steel part of the dash, yesterday. It's good. I'm going to Mr. Joe's tomorrow to get windshield wiper and all the components. Windshield wiper switch and all the components, lights and all the components, light switch and all the components, cigarette lighter and all the components, emergency brake, lever, cable going back to the end of the car. What else was it? All the visor clip that holds the two visors in the center. The dash piece with radio cover bezel. He does have a few pieces of the AC ductwork. I have a few, so maybe there'll be enough for us to put something together. If not, I'll have to order some. Today I ordered a pad for the firewall, and while I'm in Dixon, going through Dixon, I'll stop at the carpet shop and see if they got any old 3/4, half-inch, 3/4-inch padding for the office mold carpet, or some pieces. And yeah, we're fixing to get that puppy started. Brand new dash, folks. Brand new instrument panel lens. Brand new ribbon. So yeah, we're fixing to make this puppy cook. So I'm gonna get off here. As you can tell, the thunder's getting closer, about 5-6 miles out. So we'll see y'all. I hope everything comes out today. No bad storms. It ain't supposed to be, just light rain, but you know how Mother Nature is. She has her own mind, and she has her own way of doing things. So I'm gonna get off here. Subscribe, hit the button, ring the bell, leave a comment. If it's a negative comment, make sure you leave a positive comment last. We thank you, and we'll be seeing you.